In order to understand data, you need to go far back, way back. In fact, we're going to go so far back that we're going to start with the Big Bang. Before the Big Bang, there was absolutely nothing. It was great. You could leave your door unlocked. But after the Big Bang, this is when the first atoms and molecules started to form, and we had galaxies spanning everywhere, as far as the eye could see. But in one of these galaxies, on a little rock, there was a tiny creature with 2 legs and 2 arms. And this creature was very special. It did things that the other animals couldn't do. And this animal was called the human. And this is where our story begins. In fact, the cavemen were the first type of people to record and store data. And the information that they gathered from this data was to help them to track where plants were, where they could hunt different animals, and what dangerous animals to stay away from. And even if it was primitive, this is exactly how humans used to store data back in the day. As humans progressed, we always found new ways to store and preserve information, from the earliest cave paintings to the creative stone inscriptions, the multi-purpose lead, clay and wax tablets, the unique quipus of the Incas, the innovative papyrus and parchment scrolls of ancient Egypt, Greece and Rome, the timeless books and manuscripts of medieval Europe, the informative maps and globes of ancient Babylonia, the revolutionary photographs and negatives of 1839, the game-changing audio recordings and film of the 1850s. All these methods were used before the digital age and were instrumental in advancing human civilization. But it was getting really hard to juggle all these new technologies. But at the end of World War II, something changed the world forever. The modern computer completely revolutionised the way that we utilise and store information on a daily basis. The first modern computer was born in 1945. The ENIAC computer was invented. The ENIAC computer was the first large-scale computer to run at electronic speed without being slowed by any mechanical parts, which was Turing complete. Turing complete means that the computer has all the necessary tools and abilities to solve any problem a computer can typically solve. For context, computers before the ENIAC computer didn't have all the required parts to do what computers can do today. Data storage and management has come a long way since the early days of computing. In the 1950s and 1960s, data was typically stored on large magnetic tapes and accessed through mainframe computers. With the rise of personal computers and client-server architecture in the 1970s and 1980s, data storage and processing has become more distributed. This period also saw the development of the first relational databases such as SQL, which allowed for more efficient storage and retrieval of data. The rise of the internet in the 1990s brought about an explosion in the amount of data being generated and collected. This led to the development of new data storage technologies such as data warehousing and business intelligence. In recent years, big data technologies such as Hadoop and NoSQL databases have emerged, allowing for the storage and analysis of extremely large datasets, but SQL remains the most popular query language for relational databases. With the advent of cloud computing, machine learning and AI, the way data is being stored, processed and analysed is rapidly evolving. Data security and privacy are also becoming increasingly important considerations in data management. And there you have it. As you can see throughout the video, data can come from many different forms and formats, from the humble beginnings of the cavemen with their cave paintings, all the way up until the modern age with our digital computers. By now, you should have a good grasp of the brief history of where data comes from, and I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and if you want to hear more content from me, please let me know. Otherwise, I hope this information has been valuable to you, and thank you for watching again.